All right, like it says on the chassis, if you can read this, just send it. So without further ado, let's do that. What's up, guys? Got the new ARRMA Talion EXB 6S. This is also an RTR, a ready to run version. This is an absolute beautiful looking car. Of course, you got your EXB graphics there on the body, which always looks amazing. Got the guitars. So excited to finally have another Talion in the stable, and for ARRMA to put together another version of the Talion. Again, it's my all-time favorite RC. That's why I've got a couple more. I've got the V3 and the one that I built from scratch using Basher Queen parts as a lightened speed basher. This truck looks absolutely amazing. We'll pop the lid real quick. Of course, you get all your EXB 7075 shock tower in here, and all your bits, your upper suspension blocks, all your chassis braces there. Just a quick little look here. It does have the ARRMA 2050 kV motor, 4074. It does have a heat sink on there with no fan, but you can install your own fan. It's got the holes for it right there, and there should be enough body clearance to mount a fan. And it does have the ARRMA 150 amp ESC with the Spectrum S652 servo, which is I believe 19.8 or so kilogram. So a little bit more torque than the old 15 kilogram. I did go ahead and swap out the stock 15 tooth pinion that was in here with a 20 tooth. That's what I normally run on my Talions. It does come with a 23 tooth speed pinion in the pack, but I wouldn't recommend using that for bashing in the dirt and stuff like that, because it will definitely overheat the system. Here's a quick shot of the chassis. Of course, you got your don't just bash blast, and if you can read this, just send it. So of course we'll be doing that. And it's got the EXB arms, like the EXB 6S Creighton. As far as the geometry change goes, it looks like what they did on the Talion is they just mounted the shock. It looks like it has the same shock tower. They just mounted the shock position to the outer hole instead of the inner hole like on the Creighton. New guitar tires are belted too, which is really awesome. That's a big upgrade from ARRMA on that. I did go ahead and vent these, but that should definitely cut out on the ballooning and blowing out tires and stuff, especially when you're geared up. So big thanks to ARRMA for listening to the bashers on that and getting some a nice belted option for the Talion. Other awesome things, it does have a bumper now, which is really awesome. It's kind of the same design as the 6S EXB, but it's a little bit smaller version, for the Talion, so it fits in there nice. But it'll definitely protect this front end, which before you had no protection at all. And of course, like all the other EXBs, it does have the rubber sealed bearings throughout the entire truck, which is really nice. And it comes with the DX3 radio and transmitter, which is a really awesome transmitter. I've had no issues with this whatsoever in the other trucks. It's got a very nice foam wheel, a nice spring tension in the throttle. It's very comparable to the old Tactics in my opinion, so it's just a really nice transmitter and setup. Of course, you got your instruction manual, your stickers. This is your optional 23 tooth speed pinion. You got your tools right here, and then another little baggie right here with some body mounts and stuff like that, which is really cool that they included that. It also comes with these 13 by 16 shims, outer bearing shims, which I would highly recommend these, especially after your gears get worn a little bit, just to kind of help tighten up that ring and pinion a little bit. Here's a quick shot of the box. ARRMA EXB Talion 6S, RTR, 70 plus miles an hour. I'm assuming with the 23 tooth optional pinion. On the side here, it shows you got your Spectrum receiver and radio, which it does have AVC. You got your Spectrum servo, which is 19.08 kilograms. Your ARRMA 150 amp smart waterproof ESC 4S 6S capable, and then your ARRMA 4074 2050 kV brushless motor. Again, this car is ready to run, but you will need to provide 4 AA batteries for your transmitter, a battery charger, and then your lipos, either 2 3S or a single 6S. And this Talion does have the EXB gears in it, like the other 6S models, EXB models, with the limited slip. I left the differential fluid stock for right now. I'm just going to run with that and see how she handles with the EXB gears before I go messing around with the diff weights. I just want to see how she handles out of the box. And huge thanks to ARRMA and Horizon Hobby for sending this out. I can't wait to give it a run. The Talion is my all-time favorite, just for the speed, the handling. They're just underrated bashers in my opinion, but it's just an amazing truck. So, all right, guys, let's see what's up. Dang, she's fast. Yeah guys, I had to cut the AVC off. I didn't realize it was on. It was making the front tires kind of wobble. So I don't really need that bashing anyway. Oh! All right, like it says on the chassis, if you can read this, just send it. So without further ado, let's do that. God, I wish they'd cut this grass out here in this field. Hey guys, this dirt's super tacky because it just rained earlier. So this thing's getting a lot of traction. Can't really drift it out much. Oh! Hey guys, this thing is definitely a speed basher. Oh, that was LVC. Had just enough power to bring her down. Little wet grass slip and slide. That's a good test of those guitars. All right, guys. We'll go ahead and call it. It's getting dark out here. But this thing's an absolute animal. Love it. Love the Talion. Again, big shout out to ARRMA Hobby for coming up with another awesome vehicle in the EXB line. Gosh, she's gonna need a bath for sure. But everything on the truck is held up really good as far as I could tell. I did end up bending the back of the chassis right here just a little bit from those high-speed street launches in the beginning of the video. When you're nailing a ramp going 70 miles an hour, it puts a lot of stress on the back of that chassis right there. But other than that, everything's has held up just perfect. You know, for the extreme stuff, you know, you're gonna need the M2C chassis. You know, the 4mm 775, but this 3mm 775 definitely holds up for light to moderate bashing, and it's, you know, it's a lot stronger than a stock RTR stamp chassis for sure. So again, big shout out to ARRMA Hobby, and we'll get this thing out again soon. Hopefully it'll be dry, and we'll give it another blast. All right guys, until next time, RC Dude81, peace out.